Good morning again from Evans Mills, New York. So as I sometimes do when I got to this area, I asked some of the locals, hey, what kind of attractions do you have? Or what points of interest can you tell me about? Is there anything in your town that I really need to see before leaving? So I drove all the way out here to Evans Mills to this abandoned Borden milk factory, only to find no trespassing under penalty of law. And I don't go in stuff that's got a no trespassing sign. It's not what this channel is about, and it's just not something I do. I will film and show you the outside of the building and what I can access without actually going in. It's a bit disappointing, but the law is the law. And I know a lot of vloggers would be like, well, I'm going in anyway, I'll just say I didn't see the sign. It's tough to beat that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 just in plain sight right there. So it's kind of a tough argument. Also, they've got some like small Jersey barriers all over the entrances. They've went to great lengths to let you know, hey, don't be going in here. So we're not going to. It's a really cool structure though. Really great structure. I did a little bit of research on this old factory. It's apparently been closed since the 50s. See right there? It's a big notice right there. No trespassing. So, especially when you get off these little towns, you guys can do whatever you want. But for me personally, the content's not worth all the legal hassle of getting a trespassing violation or anything like that. We're just not going to travel down that road. It's not worth it to me. You know, other vloggers, you know, they want to kind of push the law and whatever. It's just not my style. So there's a really cool old building right here that's fallen in. Wind's really. Yeah, if we can walk through this way. Yeah, you can see where people's been in here. I might be able to. There's quite a bit of snow still on the ground here. How about that? Yeah, I'll just look you guys through the. I'll just peep you guys up through the window. Should be no harm in that. And probably local people come in here all the time. I'm just not going to. Lots of broken glass. And plenty of opportunity to get some tetanus or any of that nastiness. I'm going to have to look that up and see where that was actually made. It's kind of a cool little piece. Again, that is all I heard about was this place and how awesome it was, but not one time did anybody say, oh yeah, by the way, there's no trespassing signs and you're not supposed to go in there. Whichever. But I did come out, like I say, I did enjoy just walking around, checking stuff out. It is what it is. Sometimes you run into stuff like this. But we'll go on to something else.
That's what was to be on the other side. And that's what held the water for the dam. First grist mill, 1805, 1806.
Get in there, you.
And that's being shot from, you can see the
yeah.
bridge. That's being shot from that way up. Here's a picture of the falls. And part of the, you can see the wood.
That's crazy where that camera pop up there like it ain't nothing there, and then all of a sudden it'll clear up.
And this is one, see, and this was a wooden, and now this one's got cement. And they rebuilt the mills in the, in the 1820s or mid-20s. And see how that's got a different flue on the thing. So
that's neat.
These are some pictures of the town. This is our four corners.
Just old dirt road, huh?
Yeah.
And when it was muddy, it just was.
This is a picture of the mill pond. 1911.
It says it was only there a year.
This is the original turbine.
And y'all had somebody recover that, eh?
Well, they did. This stone was all intact. And the village, my dad was born in 1900. And the village had put a plaque on it, and it was down in the park down here. And because he did a lot with the kids, ball and stuff like that.
Sure.
So the plaque was on. Anyways, this was buried in the ground, part way down here, and a dump truck came down and lost its brakes. Went across in there and smashed this all to pieces. And so my brother took it up back at this old service station, and that's where it sat.
Sure.
So when we got involved with this was the original turbine that was used over in the mill. And a fellow, in fact, I went to school with him, he went up to our dump at that time and see part of it sticking out. Well, when they burnt this, the town come in and just loaded it all up, took it up there and buried it. Well, he see it sticking out of the ground, so he went and got a backhoe and pulled it out.
That's a good eye, because you can see the dirt mark.
Well, see, that was bent. We've got pictures, that was really bent.
Yeah?
So Kevin, the guy you met upstairs, he took it down to town, they heated it up, and they straightened it up best they could. And so we got it into place. This is it. That is a bearing, that goes underneath there. That is a piece of wood.
Yeah, I see that.
That spun on, that shaft spun on, and that wood comes from Brazil. It's a special wood that creates an oil, and it's acts like that was a bearing back for them.
Somebody sit and figure that out.
Yeah, isn't that something?
It is, you know, and as technologically advanced as that was for its time, I wish I could have just done something simple like what I call WOP biscuits.
Yeah. You
know, the ones that come in, did you get from your grocer's freezer that's got in that cardboard that you just whop them? Now somebody sit and come up with that and probably made millions on that, but you know, what a simple design.
My wife and I went over to Canada to a working grist mill and took these pictures so people would have an idea how things worked.
Sure, just a general working knowledge.
Yeah. And they open this up during the summer. They actually grind, and the water was so high last year when we went. They said, well, we don't know if it's later in the spring. We went early summer, and he says we haven't been able to run the grist mill because they had 6 huge turbines.
Yeah, but they just didn't want to keep up with it.
Well, it was running too fast.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So that day, the water had gone down enough, it's been quite a few weeks, they did run it for us. And
Well, that's awesome.
Did a real fine job. This stone was down in the park when that guy hit, and this got scratched up. So the insurance company bought a new one and put down there, and they made, like I say, they made a new wheel.
Right.
And these were all in the cellar in the water over here in our Quonset hut, the village. So Kevin says, geez, he said, we got stuff over there. So we brought this stuff
Well,
over.
that was a two-burger right there. I want this out of my way.
Yeah.
I'm gonna utilize this storage, and look, somebody might want to see that.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
And these are some more pictures. This was just cluttered with junk down here. And so
I think it's great. That's just
the village board allowed the historian to take this on, and we've been working down in here.
now. Is any of these buildings still here?
Yes,
This one.
that one's still here.
I recognize this one.
Yeah. This one is still here. That's across from the bank.
Okay.
This one is gone. I believe is that the one that's gone? Maybe not. Yeah, that one's gone. Yeah, this is a stone one I was talking about, one of the first ones they built. For if there ever an Indian attack, they can get into it. This is the hotel. Early pictures of inside the hotel. Our Catholic church and parish house. This right here is where we are. That's our village building, and you're downstairs. This is a bar next door. This is a Main Street, the railroad tracks. That's the stone building that we used to own. The hotel, which my uncle had owned that in, I'd say, 30 sometime in there.
Right. Well, what I like about looking through these old pictures is a lot of things that you miss. Like this old Stroh's Brown Stout. You know.
Yeah, you can pick things out.
Hit the dang old recording button. This is the actual fire cart that was retrieved from the Borden's plant right up the road here that I attempted to show you guys earlier.
This was in the basement. The previous guy that did this is no longer here. They fixed it up, and then at the park over in the water underneath that building, and it was all rusted to pieces. And Kevin said, "Hey, we got that fire cart over there," so they brought it, but we took it apart. And Bob Boucher, there's a guy at Sandblast outside of town. So he sandblasted it and donated his time, and we refinished it best we could.
Sure.
And
I think it's still great.
this was our voting booth for the village.
Right.
They used that, I'd say, to the 70s.
Really? You just go in there and punch your ticket, huh?
Yeah, and it's neat. It folds right up. And you can see in here, they got a little... This folds right up. The whole thing folds up.
And just
You
collapses
go in there
up.
and you do your paper ballot. I think we got here's a... $1939.
Wow. I love it. Yep. And the thing is, when you go into a lot of these old sheds and barns and stuff, and it's been there so long, nobody harasses it, you know, but they'll be hanging on a nail somewhere.
You're right.
And probably ain't been touched by human hands in 50 years, but they've always been there, so nobody even pays them any mind. I think it's really great stuff. I'm one of them.